Welcome to a brand new episode of the Post Game. I'm your host, Davion. I'm joined by Lillian.
What's up?
And we're back talking about NFL. Oh, we're back talking in our Let's Talk NFL series. What we're covering right now, the NFC West. Moving on to the LA Rams. Lillian, where do you expect the Rams to be at in that division next season and in the whole
I
league?
mean, I'm looking third. Third in the NFC West is probably the best they do. You're not you're looking at the Seahawks who just had a really good draft. You're looking at the 49ers who are in a great spot. It's very tough to reach that level, especially when you just trade away your star corner and you've had an injury bug. So if they stay healthy, maybe you're close. I think that there's a good chance, though, that they could get severely injured and they fall to fourth.
Yeah.
But I think realistically, they end third. They had 5 wins last year. That's 5 wins starting guys like John Wofford at quarterback. You Baker to end the season. You're not in a great spot. If Stafford stays healthy, if Cooper Kupp stays healthy, Aaron Donald stays healthy, get like 7 or 8 wins.
Yeah.
Probably 7. I think 7 and 10 is realistic. But at the same time, I don't think anybody really expected them to be 12-5 after the Stafford trade. So anything can happen with this team, especially when you
win
have
a
Sean
Super
McVay
Bowl.
coaching. Yeah, and you have Sean McVay coaching, so anything can happen. But I think realistically, like 7 and 10.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely think they'll be third in that division. But what's something that surprised me, that made me smile is seeing Stetson Bennett getting drafted to the Rams. Listen, I think the kid will succeed. Once Stafford, gets banged up or something, hopefully it doesn't happen, but if it does happen, Stetson will go in and I think he'll put on a performance. He's a good quarterback at Georgia. Yes, he might be a little older, but I think he's a good quarterback and to get him in the fourth round. I mean, not many people are talking about this, but they had 14 draft picks this season. And for a team that got so banged up and lost so much this offseason, they have really used the draft as something to rejuvenate the team. And so I'd really be interested to see like what that looks like and what their team looks like going into it, because they're in a hard division now. The NFC West is now becoming a harder one, especially with the two top teams with the 49ers and the Seahawks. And so I definitely do like what I'm seeing out of the Rams, but I don't know. I think they're a couple seasons too late. A couple seasons off. Like I wish, like if they traded Donald and got a big package for him, that would have been good. And because I mean he's getting a little older. They traded away Jalen Ramsey, who in my opinion, yes, he's a top 10, 15 cornerback, but he's not who he used to be. And so I think that was a good move to trade away Jalen Ramsey. And so Stafford's getting up in age. He had a really bad shoulder injury last season. So a whole lot of things are really not in motion right now for them. And so I don't know. I really don't. I already said it. They're not going to be as good as everyone thinks they are, or as good as everyone wants them to be. But it's going to be a long season for them, for sure. Lillian, do you think? I mean, because who's their receiving core right now? Like they're receiving, their running back core. They got Austin Eckler, and like, truthfully,
I don't have Eckler. That's the Chargers.
not Austin Eckler.
Cam Akers.
Cam Akers, yes. Oh my God, they have Cooper Kupp coming back. Van Jefferson.
Yeah.
Nothing like the only thing they have is Cooper Kupp. Tyler Higbee.
I mean, let's see.
Not much.
Receivers.
Very thin.
I mean, they've got. Yeah, they're in a bad place receiver wise. Outside of Cooper Kupp, it doesn't look good.
Yeah, it's.
I understand the trade with Allen Robinson because he wasn't producing anything.
Yeah, no, I understand too. Yeah,
But who did they? They drafted a receiver, Puka Nakua from BYU, who I think will be a decent option, but it's probably wide receiver 3.
yeah,
I don't think Cooper Cup, Van Jefferson, and Puka Nakua is a great look. That's not what you want from your receiving core, but I don't think there's much they will do to fix it or much they can do to fix it. Because Ben Skoranek they use as a fullback now. So
yeah. It's very like fair, like offense wise. There's not really
I mean,
anything to say come home
I
about.
like their tight ends. I like Higbee and Bryson Hopkins, but
Yeah, yeah. Tyler Higbee was definitely a top top tight end the past couple of seasons, but there's nothing else there. There truly is nothing else there, and I don't know that. I mean, that's going to highlight a lot of the downfall from this team.
I mean, I think a great thing they did was draft Steve Avila, a guard, at pick number 36, because that offensive line last year was
Yeah,
terrible,
and then they lose
and
Bobby
that might
Wagner
be
back,
generous. What?
and they lost Bobby Wagner as well. He left.
Yeah, he went back to Seattle. So I think that, I mean, one of the biggest things is looking at everybody they drafted. They went heavy on defensive line.
Yeah,
Drafted 4 edge rushers and a defensive tackle. So I think defensive line shouldn't be a worry for them anymore. I think that Travius Hodges Tomlinson was actually a great pick. I think that was a bit of a steal at round 6, just because I think that he's a little undersized, but I think he has good ball skills, and I think he has the potential to be a good corner 2 in the league. But as of right, I don't even know if they have space for him to not be corner 1. Yeah, their corner room's best, so he might have to be one for them. But which actually, when we talk about the Seahawks, that might be a big reason why they will struggle, because the Seahawks receiving room looks great right now.
yeah, yeah, exactly. And they have truly been one of the better. And we'll talk about them in the next episode. But they've truly been one of the better teams and drafts in the entire league. Like they have a top 5 draft. They have a truly, I think they have a top 5, top 10 team or top 7 team in NFC, and so they'll make some noise next year. But yeah, Rams fans, like, let me know how we feel. Let me know if there's hope for your team this season, and let us know what you expect, like what you really think is gonna happen. But I've been your host Davion. That's Lillian, and this has been the post game. Peace.